Sam.
Hi, Chris.
Today is Friday, February 26th, a date that will forever live in infamy because Netflix has released Fuller House.
Yep.
Yeah, the Full House fan base has been clamoring over this.
Oh, just dying for it.
Do you think there's a name for Full House fans? Like Whovians?
Like full residents or something.
The residents.
The residents of Full House.
Yes.
The tenants have just been screaming for more.
Yeah. What is your are you caught up with their Full House lore?
My Full House
Yes,
lore. Well, I did not read the wiki before I came here.
Okay, I have it right in front of us. But
okay, let me just see what I know.
Yeah.
So, what's his face who now sells Greek yogurt and is in a show called The Grandparented or something?
John Stamos? I don't know.
Probably.
What he's doing
Stamos
these days.
sounds about right. I think that's John Stamos. And then we have what's his face who is known for extremely blue comedy and
It's Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. There's the kids and there's the wacky neighbor who I have seen in previews for this, and I remember her because the two episodes that I've seen, one of them was she had a battle with John Stamos over who could torture the other one enough to make them stop. And she just, because she's not human, she just kept upping the game until she chucked an ostrich across their yard. There was something with an ostrich anyway. This was a while ago.
That sounds about right.
This was 4 years ago.
I'm gonna assume that's right because I think, and I told you so. I grew up with a TV, a little CRT
Yep.
in my room, and I always played Nick at Night before I slept, and they always like to play Full House at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and I just fell asleep to probably every single episode of Full House, and it's
nice.
I don't know, 7-8 year run, so it's all in there.
Wow.
So oh man,
so many memories gonna come flooding back. Oh, Netflix, what have you done?
Horizon Television. Familiar. That's Mary Kate / Ashley.
Yeah, there's John Stamos. There's Unfunny Uncle Dude.
David Coulier.
David Coulier.
I think
French,
the
nice.
only thing he's done recently is in that he's in that Tumblr. It's the same picture of David Coulier every day, and it's just the same picture of David Coulier.
I'm gonna go find that Tumblr now, I guess.
Oh dear God, it's Bob Saget.
Wow, full on Bob. No, because the episode hadn't started yet. Was that like a joke, or were we supposed to laugh at that? That's a mediocre imitation
That's
of
also a
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle imitation in 2016. These characters have been in stasis for the past 20 years.
God, someone help that baby. Oh my God.
Call child services.
Ew. No. Okay. Are they brothers, or what's his deal?
They're friends.
They're friends? Well, it looks like a little more than friends on one of their ends.
Because I'm the new music composer on my favorite soap opera, General Hospital. They always hire the best actors on there, don't they?
We're gonna lampshade so many pop culture references because we can't write anything else. Everyone's just popping. I think I have that same shirt. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have that shirt.
Michelle sends her love, but she's busy in New York running her fashion empire.
Is that...
It's a Mary Kate and Ashley jab, I guess.
Is that funny? Is that...
The fact
Was
that
that some humor that it just flew right by me?
But they're
They're like...
What do you think them looking at the camera means? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Damn, we all still look good.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me, what the fuck was that? I would just like to ask, who authorized this? And can I please punch them in the nuts? Or vagina, I don't know who they are.
Oh God.
Oh my God, it's my worst nightmare! She's back! I love her, and I fear her. What is she wearing?
Garish. Oh dear Lord.
Did she pull the tassels off a curtain in an old mansion and wrap them around her neck?
Earrings.
Her earrings are just they look like she put miniature laundry baskets on her ears. I am both in love with her and hate her more than life itself.
Relax, Mom. I already know the bad words. Darn, Booger, and Donald Trump.
Haha! Yes! Yes, I too have
none of-
experienced this form of comedy.
None of this seems right.
Makes me want to just kick off my shoes and put my feet up.
Like, I get the feeling that she as a person is fantastic, which just makes me hate the character even more. Like her face is like, I can kind of see existential suffering behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about the actress or the
Oh,
character?
like the actress.
Okay.
No, the character is, she's not
Yes.
of this world. She can't feel
No,
emotions. Haha,
That guy voices Aladdin.
that's not what pickle jars look like anymore.
That guy voices Aladdin. Did you know that? Guy with the pickle jar? That's Aladdin.
No.
It is.
That's a good one, Chris.
Oh, not enough.
What kind of dress is that?
My eyes are up here. Yes.
Oh, God.
I know these might look like lunch, but this cereal is so good.
Oh,
Yes, here, just go right to Mama. There you go.
Okay.
Disgusting.
I will not. It was an accident. It will never happen again.
Let's confirm.
Is this like something that used to happen in the old show?
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah,
they're-
because
they're
it doesn't make
joking
any sense.
around.
That's how I can tell.
Joey's here.
Oh my god. Stop. Someone save that child. I'm guessing that's something from the original series.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it is.
I take it back what I said about the neighbor being the scary one.
Need is for you to buy us fish, tacos, and a truck.
They're trying to merge 90s humor with 2000s humor.
Back in a few minutes.
And it's just not working.
Actually, I'll be right over there. I love those.
I thought that was a dick joke, but I should have known better on Full House than to expect anything resembling humor, even shitty humor. Oh yeah, get that lip sync. Yeah. Rough start, but we can work through it.
Everybody help out here.
It's really advancing the plot, I think. You know.
Oh boy.
So I think the entire premise of this episode is that people are leaving the house,
Yeah.
and
But the whole premise of the show is
Yeah.
that they're all still in the house. So this is a really just like false and emotionally false pilot. Like it doesn't make any sense.
we're playing with our hearts.
They're not because we already know what's going to happen. That was like a sideways pelvic thrust.
I mean, everything Bob Saget does is pretty gross.
True.
Just saying his name just makes me feel dirty.
Hey, I had a good time tonight.
Can you hear Aladdin's voice?
Funny, I don't know.
Stop.
You know what I super regret? I should have just asked you to marry me at the prom.
Oh, dear God.
We're just kids. We weren't ready for that.
True.
But as I recall, you're the one that got married first.
Yeah, that's my other big regret.
That's such a weird thing to talk about.
Half my money and half my hair. But here we are now, right? Both single.
And so great friends.
Yeah, just great single friends. Well, I better go because these otter pops are starting to melt.
Go and never
Leave.
return. Leave now, white man.
Aw, he is still.
There are enough of you here already.
Oh, Mr. D?
Kimmy, why don't you ever knock? What if I was in my underwear?
Nothing I haven't seen before. My second story window looked right into your bedroom.
No!
Did you ever get that mole checked out?
Oh my God.
No. Chris, why are you
I'm
doing this to
sorry.
me?
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to suffer by myself, so I have to share the pain.
Fine.
Really? I've been waiting 20 years to hug the king of all huggers.
Like, the actress, the way she delivers her lines isn't like she's trying to act. It's just like she's like, this is where my life is right now. I'm suffering. That's what it's like.
Found one of my missing shirts from 1989. This baby never went out of style.
That's because it never was in style.
You ever...
That is a metaphor for this entire show. I'll cut it out as another catchphrase.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
God, you can kind of just see the screaming that's happening on the inside of all these actors' faces.
It's almost cute. This kid just kind of screams as, like, by default to talk.
This is what acting is like! I like that the credits are silent, just so you have a moment of peace. Oh. What do you think, Chris? Should we watch another episode?
I feel like I have to watch the whole season now.
I kind of feel the same way. I'll watch another episode with you, but I can't promise I'll watch any more than that.
Oh, of course. I couldn't think of anything to say throughout that entire episode because I was just pretty much baffled. I mean, you as someone who's not experienced in the Full House, I can imagine why
I was
you had
reacting
a lot to say.
Yeah, but as someone who's like, you're basically just rewatching the original, but like everyone's in pain.
Do they actually film these things in front of audiences?
No. That's a lie. I mean, some shows obviously do, but I doubt this is one of them.
I've always been confused by the concept of the laugh track.
Well, it used to be that they would film in front of a live studio audience so that the actors could kind of feed off of them, and it was like a merge of theater and TV, because like when TV as a medium was being created, comedies were hard to do because you didn't get the same response that you would have gotten from a live audience.
I'm just very confused on why Netflix picked this up.
Well, Netflix is all about no, I don't want to say syndication. It's all about getting things that will have a large viewership and getting things that will get them more subscribers.
Right,
and stuff like that.
There's just absolutely no coherence in their, selection of programs, like the fact that this and House of Cards are on the same service. Just...
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where they're still exploring the medium, and they have such a broad pool, because even TV channels have a certain sort of thing that you can expect from them. Like sci-fi is the most specific one, but Netflix, its whole basis was that it had a broad catalog across all genres and stuff.
Right.
So now that it's trying to syndicate stuff, it's like, which audience do we appeal to? Because our audience is everyone. So they have like Sense8, and they also have Fuller House.
So at this job fair yesterday, I was talking. There were some people from HBO there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're talking about how yes, the landscape of television has changed, but even though with like HBO Go and HBO Now, with their streaming services, which is I guess kind of competing with Netflix, they're still very much operating the same philosophy that they've always been. It's always the storytelling, and I feel like there's kind of a consistency with the shows that HBO have on their network, and not to mention they actually produce their shows, not like Netflix where they just fucking take everything that they can get.
Yeah, I mean HBO definitely has a certain style though.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if Netflix will ever have that, and that is why I think its shows suffer, because they don't have a brand, and they don't have a vision that they're working towards. Yeah. So they can't really, or I assume that they aren't really curtailing their directors and writers that they get for these shows. Anyway, shall we?
I guess we should just watch episode 2 then.
God, all right. I'm gonna cook myself some nice apology burgers after this, and I'm gonna eat them. This is a key I found in the stairwell. And I looked down and I saw it and I thought, well, I mean, this fire drill's almost over. I may as well grab it. So I did. And I've seen that it's actually the unlocking key for the fire hose.